Hey everyone, it's your girl Nikki Proverbs 31, and I actually was going to do a video anyway, and just by chance the View is on, and I have to just tell you, the View is like my crack cocaine or something. I don't know. I literally at times scream at the television. I get so furious and so upset with these women at times and their foolishness that comes out of their mouth and the closed mindedness of some individuals, and that I just really, I get really upset. But I have a problem. I can't stop watching it. It's like I have to watch it. Like I'll be like, oh man, I gotta watch The View. So it's just the love hate relationship that I have. But just by chance today, they are actually having their show dedicated to infertility. So they have a lot of, different physicians and physicians talking about options about infertility treatments, as well as they have people who will give real life testaments of what happened, what their walk through infertility and, how they came about having children rather through, the biological children or whatever. So, anyway, but the purpose of me coming on here was that I looked into the intramural fibroids, and I found out that the intramural fibroids is what's the fibroids that are inside the muscle, and that was the type of fibroids that I had prior to before I had my myomectomy in September of '08. Now, my last video, I said that the nurse read off to me my MRI results and said that I have multiple intramural fibroids, and and then I had one that was, I believe she said it was a subcosis or submucus, which is basically this is the uterine wall. This part is the uterine wall. This is the fibroid, and it probably starts off like a intramural, and then it starts protruding in and makes your uterine line your uterus kind of tilt in. And she said that one was like 50% effaced or something to that effect. Anyhow, try to, I don't know. I'm sorry. This lighting sucks. But so again, I go on my doctor's appointment on Monday to find out what he thinks. I have most of my meds. Well, the major ones. I have my Lupron. I have to start that on Tuesday if indeed that the doctor gives me the go ahead to move forward. And then I have my Gono F. While doing, some research, it says that the intramural really doesn't necessarily cause any problems with infertility, maybe like a 3%. But the main reason why it would is if you have multiple ones, and they could be blocking your tube and things of that nature. Well, that's not an issue for me. And they said some instances it may, have issues with implantation, but I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure that I have a healthy, as healthy as possible uterus to be able to hold my babies. But here's another thing. The other night, the Holy Spirit, I know it's the Holy Spirit, and this is so, oh man, frustrating because the doctor should have known this from the jump. The Holy Spirit dealt with me and was like, the reason why your fibroids grew, you have so many and they grew, my doctor had told me before that, the one who did my myomectomy said that I had really, really small fibroids that he wasn't able to get to because they were really itty bitty. So he just left them. He didn't think they would grow. He says, I probably won't need to be seen for another 5 years, but now here I am a year and a half looking at, multiple fibroids. Well, fibroids grow because, or their food is estrogen. The higher estrogen levels you have, the more is like a buffet for them. So I did an IVF cycle, which caused me to have my estrogen levels boosted, and the day of my retrieval, my estrogen levels was over 4,400. And then I had a frozen embryo transfer, which you know, with the stems and everything, and estrase or estradiol, whatever you want to call it, it caused my estrogen levels to go up. So every time I'm going through these fertility treatments, when my estrogen levels are being pushed, that's giving those fibroids food to eat. And that's why, you know, it's not like my body is just like so horrible that it's just producing all these fibroids. Well, we are manipulating my body to be able to produce estrogen levels at a certain amount to be able to get enough, well, the stemming, when you're using, you know, Gonal-F and Menopur and all those type of things, you're stimulating your ovaries to produce a lot of follicles, hence so you can get a lot of eggs for IVF. Well, doing that, your estrogen levels increase and fibroids grow. There you go, case closed. Why did it take, how come my RE didn't say, you know what, instead of just saying, you know, let's do a hysterectomy and surrogacy, he could have said, you know what, I kind of figured that this may happen because of the fact that you have a case. He tried to blame it. It was all on me. He was like, I know you had an issue with fibroids, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Duh. Dude, you should have known better that if I have high levels of estrogen, that is food for fibroids, and the fibroids are going to grow. With that being said, you know, it's all in the Lord's hands, but I'm just saying, seriously, just I thank God for Jesus. That's what my boss used to always say. I thank the Lord for Jesus. I used to be like, huh? But okay. But now I get it. So yeah, I'm not necessarily happy, but I'm happy that I have some kind of understanding, because I was thinking, why is my body doing this? Well, you know, my body had help, basically. So that's why I'm okay with whatever the situation is, whether we go ahead and move forward with the IVF or we hold off and, you know, do some fine tuning on the uterus. I'm okay. And again, I'm not worried. I have no fear on whatever the outcome is. In the end, I win. We win. And in the end, I know God will get the glory. I mean, God will get the glory regardless throughout the whole process. I'm not worried. And, you know, it's frustrating to go through infertility, but what is more frustrating is for someone to be going through infertility and blame God for what's going on. It's like, you know, no offense, I love you all, but how dare you blame God for your infertility? That's not fair. It's not right. I mean, there is an enemy, and he likes to kill, steal, and destroy. God, that's not God's business. That's not his DNA. That's not who he is. He's our Father. And just think of you being a mother, you wouldn't deliberately cause affliction to your children. So why would you think that God will be causing the affliction that you're going through? It's not God. There's an enemy, and he is real. And it's funny that he always attacks the womb, the woman, you know, because he knows what a woman is able to do. A woman is able to give birth to those who have a purpose in life. So he's trying to not only attack your womb, he's trying to attack your purpose and your child's purpose. So take the blame off of God and put it where it's supposed to be, and that's on Satan. That's about it. Morning glory. Those babies are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. God bless you. God bless you. I'm so happy. I know you're not watching this, but I just want to say, I'm so excited. My girls is just coming through and having their babies and getting bigger, and again, we got next, like, you know, kind of like WNBA. We got next 2010, our year. I receive it. You pass the torch, you pass the baton, whatever it's called, and I'm ready to take on. So be encouraged. I love you all. Thank you for all your kind words, and I pray and hope and pray that someone gets something out of this. So, yeah, peace and blessings. Bye.